Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of MK Mobile. This is Battle 120 of Fatal Twisted Tower and I am up against the Circle of Shadow team. Now I am going with the TRIBORG team because they have got some good synergies and their special attack 1 deals massive damage. Now I am starting off the match with Cyrix Ace because when you are fighting against the Liu Kang, he gets your first character stunned and has 100% critical chance. So it means your first character will be sacrificed for no reason. Now my simple strategy for the battle will be spamming SP1 again and again because with each single special attack 1 I will be able to apply 3 debuff. It will be power drain, frost and critical hit chance, and with the power drain I will have a chance to get him snared. The snare is not because of the TRIBORGS passive, it is because of the talent points. You can apply it from the talent points. I have equipped the Cyber Smoke and Cyber Sub-Zero with 2 block breaking gears because I don't want any counter attacks from the opponents. Now the powerhouse of my TRIBORG team will be the Cyber Sub-Zero, but he was knocked out in this match, so I am continuing the battle with the Smoke. In the next attempt the damage will get going because in this attempt I don't think I would deal any massive damage because my Cyber Smoke is only at fusion level 4 and he is a support member of the team for power drain. If you look at the battle in general, it is going quite well. The block breakers are working, damage is going and power drain is working very efficiently and I am getting him snared with every third special attack 1. Now here Liu Kang was able to counter and get me in the first battle. So my first attempt was not that good. In the second attempt, if the Cyber Sub-Zero gets going, the match will be very good and I will be able to extract some damage. Now the Circle of Shadow team had some sort of vampirism, they were able to regenerate their health from damage. Now my Cyber Sub-Zero was into the game and the power generation was on him, so I was very happy with that. Now let's see how the damage is going. With Cyber Sub-Zero the damage gets going and he was able to extract some decent amount of damage. Now here I lost my Cyber Smoke, so Cyber Sub-Zero was into the game again. Now with his Ice Shield he was able to tolerate the first combo ender of Liu Kang. Now I had only Cyber Sub-Zero left in my team, so I was going to provide as much damage as possible and my special attack 1 was going very well. I was left only with 8% HP, so I was trying to deal in damage. Now the critical hits were going very well and the 3 debuffs were being applied regularly. Now here Liu Kang got me, but I managed to damage about 24% of his health.
Fight.
The game is always trying to knock me because with each time of my defeat they take that character of mine who is not generating the power. Now that was the proof, my Cyber Sub-Zero was knocked because of the game's stupidity. Now I was left only with Cyber Sub-Zero again. Now it was against the Circle of Shadow team and the Cyber Sub-Zero. But if I look at it, it is quite good for me because my main character is taking the fight on and I don't need any tag out and the power generation is always on the Cyber Sub-Zero.
Impressive.
This strategy seems to be solid against the Circle of Shadow team. I am able to provide 3 debuffs with a single special attack 1. I am not letting him to counter-take me. Now here Liu Kang managed to counter-take me, but because of the frostbite he was not able to complete his combo ender.
Impressive.
The Cyber Sub-Zero was able to generate power very efficiently and quick for the special attack 1. This was all because of the Cyber Smoke. The power that I was draining from the circle of Shadow Liu Kang was boosting my power generation. Liu Kang has lost about 50% of his health. Now here Liu Kang was able to counter-attack me and knock my Cyber Sub-Zero out.
Fight.
Now this time the power generation was on Cyber Smoke, so I was compelled to carry on the battle with Cyber Smoke. Now Smoke is a good character, but in my collection he is only at fusion level 4, so he was not able to deal as much damage as the Cyber Sub-Zero would. Now the power generation has shifted to the Cyber Sub-Zero, but before that I went for the special attack 1 of Cyber Smoke.
Impressive.
Now the Cyber Sub-Zero was into the game, but the Circle of Shadow Liu Kang managed to take out, and now I was up against the Circle of Shadow Sub-Zero. Now I will try to snare him and get the damage going. But before that I lost my Cyber Smoke. Now Circle of Shadow Sub-Zero was snared, so I will continue with him. Well, the Cyber Sub-Zero was performing very well against the Circle of Shadow Sub-Zero because he was providing some decent amount of damage. But the Circle of Shadow Sub-Zero managed to counter-attack me and got me this time. We will see him in the next attempt.
Fight.
Now again the game was trying to screw up everything because the power generation was on Cyber Smoke, but they tagged in the Cyber Sub-Zero. But I managed to switch to Cyber Smoke. Now I don't know why the Circle of Shadow team was regenerating their health. Maybe it was because of the tower gear weekend daddy. Now here I messed up everything, but thank God he didn't went for his combo ender, and I was able to come back again in the game. But my comeback was short-lived and I lost my powerhouse. Now I was only left with the Cyber Smoke, so I will continue the fight with Cyber Smoke because I don't want this try to be wasted. Now the fight was carrying on, but the Cyber Smoke was not providing some decent amount of damage. From all this 1 minute fight, the Cyber Smoke was able to extract about 3% of health.
Fight.
Now let me snare this guy again and continue with the same chain. Now the power generation shifted to Cyber Smoke, so I tagged him in and let's continue the fight with him. Here Liu Kang was trying to counterattack me, but I didn't let him do so. Now Liu Kang was trapped in the same loop. Now the power generation has shifted to Cyber Smoke, so I tagged him in. I am keeping it simple and I am going for the basic attacks combo ender then special attack 1. And these things seems to be working very perfectly.
Impressive.
Once I got Circle of Shadow Liu Kang, the fight will be very easy for me. And this attempt I was able to fight till the end.
Fight.
Think again.
Now this time the right triborg was taken in. In this attempt I again lost the Cyber Subzero. Now I was only left with the Cyber Smoke, so I will continue the fight with him. Now Cyber Smoke will not be able to provide some decent amount of damage, but now the Cyber Smoke will at least provide some damage. But before that Liu Kang got him.
Fight.
Now the battle started as usual. Cyrex was knocked out and Cyber Sub-Zero was into the game and Liu Kang was in the same chain again.
Impressive.
Now Cyber Smoke was gone and this is very good for me because the power generation will be always on the Cyber Sub-Zero. This is very good for me because he is the only Triborg in my team who is providing the damage. This is the final blow for Liu Kang and hopefully it will get him. Here Katana got me with her special attack 1.
Fight.
Now here the circle of shadow Sub-Zero got my two Triborg characters on a single combo ender. Again the knockouts were very good for me and the power generation was on Cyber Sub-Zero. Now Sub-Zero was trapped in the same chain. Well, Sub-Zero went for his combo ender, but I don't know how the Cyber Sub-Zero was able to survive it. Now again the Cyber Sub-Zero survived the second combo ender. Well, I don't know how the hell he survived that second combo ender, but here he was on fire and he was constantly going for his special attack 1 and was not letting the circle of shadow Sub-Zero to counter attack. Well, here the circle of shadow Sub-Zero managed to get to his combo ender and got me, but I managed to get him to 65% health. I have cut down 4 attempts from this episode because it was taking long time to edit. The battle started as usual. I will start off the fight with Cyrex, and hopefully this time the power generation was on Cyrex. I really like the entry of Cyber Smoke. He gets into the battle very quickly and you can go for his special attacks and basic attacks very efficiently. And among all the Triborg characters, he is the quickest in his basic attacks and combo enders. Hopefully this would be the last battle of Circle of Shadow Sub-Zero. Well, here the power generation shifted to Smoke, so I take to Smoke. And I was trying to get Sub-Zero with Smoke, but before that Sub-Zero went for his special attack 1 and knocked my Smoke out. Now I was only left with Cyber Sub-Zero, so the revenge of Smoke was soon taken by Sub-Zero.
Fight.
Now it was Triborgs vs Katana. The match started as usual. The power generation was on Cyrex, so I started off with him. Soon he was killed and he was taken as Revenant Servant by Katana, so it was not a big problem for me. Now here it is, the 3D buffs were applied on a single special attack 1. Whenever Frostbite is applied on active opponent, there is 50% critical hit chance for any Triborg. I will try to get Katana in this run. I got Katana trapped in the same loop of special attack 1 of Triborgs. Here the circle of shadow Katana is in trouble. Sub-Zero was giving her some sound beating and she could do nothing about it. Now Katana is under 3% health. Hopefully I will get her with this special attack 1. But she survived the special attack 1 of Triborg. Instead she went for her combo ender. but somehow my TRIBORGS survived it. Now this will be the final blow. Indeed, it was a final blow. I finally got her and it took me about 14 tries. Now let's see what the reward is. A tower gear, decoy invitation. This is the first tower gear that I got maxed out. Well, this is a good card. It has 50% chance to drain 33% of power on special attack 1 and also gains 20% more power from hitting an opponent.